Hi, I'm Jim Flick. I practice law in Orlando, Florida. I grew up as a kid with a father who inherited a small business from my grandfather. My two uncles, my older brother lived in it. And I saw the business be shut down due to lack of proper planning. So that always impressed me on the need for small business owners to get good planning from their accountants and attorneys. And that's why I decided to choose this particular story to tell. In my practice as an accountant and now as an attorney, working with business owners has always been an important part of my practice. The story I chose to tell is about a business owner. He got out of college and went to work for a big oil product company. And years before using refined products and environmental issues, he and a good friend decided to leave the company and start their business selling recycled petroleum products. And for 20 years to 25 years, they worked hard and they built a respectable business. But recently, green technology is all the rage, and they had opportunities to expand. And they located oil refineries, which, to their surprise, had been shut down and not used. And they arranged financing and investors to buy a series of oil refineries, get them back into production, and expand their ability to recycle and sell petroleum products. Well, my client had two investors. Those partners owned the majority of the company. He was a minority partner. And he was referred to me to look at his estate planning and to see if there was anything that we could do that would help. So we were told by the legal counsel and accountants for the company that the company was going to dramatically increase in value, more than tenfold, as soon as the refineries were brought online and began to produce. So we have a strategy that we use called opportunity shifting. And opportunity shifting is where we get a business owner at the early stages of a business or an investment, and we move it into a special type of trust that will be excluded from his estate for estate tax purposes, and creditors can't take it away if there's ever a legal problem. So I worked with the client. We set up all the entities and trusts. We got the business transferred in before any of the oil refineries were functional. What we did is we got the asset moved out of his estate before the huge increase in value. Now, the unique part about the story is the two majority investors worked with attorneys at large law firms, one in Chicago, one in Denver, and we had a meeting with all the owners and their attorneys in Chicago. And we all went through our planning, and the first two investors talked about how they were looking at buying really expensive life insurance because they needed to be able to pay the estate tax when the business was sold or at their death. When it came our turn to talk, of course, we explained that we had done this special planning and we didn't need life insurance because the business was out of his estate and it was in a dynasty trust that would pass to his children and grandchildren without estate tax or creditor problems. And that's a strategy that I learned a large part as a result of being a WealthCounsel member. WealthCounsel does have excellent drafting document software, probably the best, in my opinion, it is the best available. But in addition, it has fantastic educational programs, and they bring speakers who give you practical information, strategies that you can take back to your practice and use to help your clients immediately. And it has a listserv that allows you, if you're out of your comfort zone, to reach out to attorneys throughout the country and get their advice and their feedback. And that's why I'm a better attorney for my clients as a result of being a member of WealthCounsel.